Well, Black and White Network, if I was to tell you that Kamala Harris was a liar, would you believe me? If I were to tell you that this woman is a fraud and saying anything to become president, would you believe me? Now, for the most part, the listeners here on this channel definitely will agree with me. This woman's a liar. This woman is a fraud. Kamala Harris was already voted the most left-wing person in the Senate, to the left of Bernie Sanders. Now, the media was actually trying to brush that under the rug, didn't want people to know about it because now she's running for president. But for the most part, guys, I believe most people know that this woman is a fraud. I believe even Fox News actually had a poll, and a lot of people said that she was just too progressive to be president. Now, Kamala Harris not giving interviews, not really doing any debates, really. I mean, we're going to have that one debate on Tuesday, but I'm wondering if they will actually ask Kamala Harris about her flip-flops. Because now the media is trying to paint Kamala Harris as some type of a moderate when she's not. This woman wanted to abolish fracking. Now she says, I ain't want to do it. That's a lie. You still want to do it. She was referring to actually Joe Biden saying that he wouldn't do it. This woman wants to abolish your private health care, your private insurance. She wants to push for socialized health care. That's communism, folks. This woman is a communist. But however, if you truly do run on communist policies, even though she's actually running on trying to stop price gauging. Remember, she said gauging, not gouging. Okay. She wants the government to actually control prices. That's communism right there, too. This woman now seems to be all over the place. She wants to now all of a sudden she wants to steal Trump's idea of no taxes on tips, even though just 2 years ago, she actually voted for the IRS to go after service workers' tips. This woman's a fraud, man, in my opinion. You can't tell me any differently, guys. This woman is a communist, folks. Now, Bernie Sanders, everybody knows he's actually a socialist, self-admitted socialist. Even now, he's coming out, guys, and he's trying to be nice about it, I believe. He still believes that Kamala Harris is still a progressive and that she's just saying whatever she needs to say to get elected. He actually said this on, I believe it was MSNBC. Kristen Welker was actually on there. He admitted that Kamala Harris hasn't changed. She's just trying to be pragmatic to get the votes. In other words, she's lying to you. You cannot trust Kamala Harris to actually tell you the truth. But the media is going to protect her. They are protecting her, folks. But let's get into this. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member, live stream every single Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you guys are watching on Rumble, click the join button to get access to the same thing. And everyone can also support us by becoming a member on blackandwhitenetwork.com or supporting us on Locals, both for just $5 per month. Check the links in the description. So here we go. Right here, guys. Bernie Sanders says Harris isn't abandoning progressive values, just doing what's right to win. AKA, she's lying. She's only changing simply because she needs the votes. So if she actually gets into office, folks, she's not really going to be moderate. She's going to be a full-blown leftist, progressive, communist when she actually gets in. Yeah. So let's go ahead and react to this clip here of Bernie Sanders talking to Kristen Welker right here. So let's go ahead and roll it, guys.
Let me zoom out a little bit. You have described Vice President Kamala Harris as a progressive. She has previously supported Medicare for all. Now she does not. She's previously supported a ban on fracking. Now she does not. These, Senator, are ideas that you have campaigned on. Do you think that she is abandoning her progressive ideals?
No, I don't think she's abandoning her ideals. I think she's trying to be pragmatic and doing what she thinks is right in order to win the election.
In other words, she's lying. She's lying. Just that simple. She is lying to get votes.
View is slightly different. I think that in America today, there are a lot of people, rural people, working class people, who no longer believe that the United States Congress and government represents their interests, too dominated by big money interests. So I think that there is something wrong, personally, when we are the only major country on earth not to guarantee health care to all of our people, despite spending twice as much per capita. That is why I support Medicare for all. She does not. She has another approach toward moving toward universal health care. But again, I think on issues like expanding Medicare, by expanding Social Security and lifting the cap on taxable income that the rich put in so we can raise Social Security benefits, the need to raise the minimum wage from a starvation 7.25 minimum wage to a living wage. I think if you campaign on those issues, raising taxes on billionaires, you know what? She's going to win, and I think she could win big.
Well, let me.
Yeah. In other words, pure socialism, folks. Pure socialism. Raising the minimum wage. How did that actually work out in California? They raised the minimum wage from like $15 to $20 an hour, and 10,000 Californians lost their jobs because of raising the minimum wage. Minimum wage should be zero. But Bolshevik Bernie Sanders, man, he's a socialist. And this is the mindset of socialists. And Kamala Harris is just like him, but even to the left of him.
Let me just ask you then, big picture, do you still consider Vice President Kamala Harris to be progressive, Senator?
I do. Look, she is not where I am. But I think, for example, when she talks about making the child tax credit permanent, and, you know, we did that in the American Rescue Plan. We lowered childhood poverty by 40%. Kristen, we should not have, as the richest country on earth, one of the highest rates of childhood poverty in the world. When she talks about building 3 million units of affordable housing, that's a big deal because we have a major housing crisis in America. You know, when she talks about passing the PRO Act to make it easier for workers to join unions, that's a big deal because we have to expand the union movement so the workers get decent wages. So, yes, her views are not mine, but I do consider her progressive.
Yeah, she's still a progressive. Bernie Sanders just admitted, man, Kamala Harris is still a communist. She is still a communist. And I'm pretty sure next week, guys, she's probably going to be out there trying to change her policies again, flip-flopping yet again, just for votes. But Bernie Sanders knows at the core that Kamala Harris is not going to go through with any moderate policies because she is not a moderate. She is not a Joe Manchin. She's not an old school, even Joe Biden. This woman is a full-blown communist, folks. And she just needs the votes. I mean, my previous video, guys, you guys actually heard how radical she was when it came to free speech. Kamala Harris doesn't believe in the Second Amendment. Second Amendment, guys. She does not believe in it. And if you elect her, man, you're going to get a far left authoritarian, man. These Marxist Leninists, just like Kamala Harris, man, that is what they believe in. Kamala Harris wanted the president of the United States censored. Censored. I mean, if you look at all of her policies, positions back in 2019 during the Democratic primaries, she was so radical, man. Nobody voted for her. No one. So now they have to change the strategy. They're trying to change the strategy, man. And I believe that President Trump, man, definitely needs to bring up how horrific the policy positions of Kamala Harris was back in 2019 when she dropped out, I believe, in December of 2019. I mean, she got less than 1% support. No one, absolutely no one was supporting Kamala Harris. And I believe if the Democrats actually had a real primary during this election cycle, after Joe Biden dropped out, she probably would have got the least support there is. Kamala Harris is a DEI hire. Joe Biden even mentioned it, guys. The only reason why she's actually Joe Biden's number 2 is strictly because she's a woman. An alleged POC. Nothing more. This woman's not bright, man. If she was truly bright, she would actually be out there being honest with the people. At least Bernie Sanders, man, honest with the people. He's a socialist. But Kamala Harris? Nah. I don't want to do interviews. I'm doing this one debate, but I really don't want to do it. I want to change the rules after the rules already set in place. Yeah, this woman's a fraud, man. She is a complete fraud. And thank you, Bernie Sanders, now for really telling the truth that this woman's lying to you. This woman's a liar, man. I mean, this country is going to be in a whole bunch of trouble, guys. And those people in California, man, wow. Those people on drugs, man, that's going to be the bluest state in this election. Even New York State won't be that blue. Even Oregon won't be that blue. Illinois, all these blue states, they're actually going to shift to the right. Not saying that Trump is going to win it, but they're definitely going to be shifting to the right. California, oh no. Oh no. It's probably going to be Kamala plus 25. Because those people are deranged, man. They are deranged, man. Those communists in California, man, have done a number on the people out there. Kamala Harris, the worst candidate ever to run for president. And she's going to win California by 20 points plus. Think about that. Think about that, guys. Wow. That is absolutely crazy, guys. Absolutely crazy. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.